It is what it is. That is my favorite phrase of all time. And not because I'm accepting the way life is, but because we're powerless. I'm powerless. You're powerless. We're all powerless. We already know how disgusting this system is. We already know how unfair this world is. And the most heartbreaking part, we already know nothing's gonna change. At least within our lifetime. And, maybe the next generations as well. It ain't gonna change. The future generations, if they even exist, they're gonna be looking back at us and thinking, wow, that was a dark time in human history. Despite the luxuries we have now, despite the fact that we can feel comfort, we can feel good, the future generations are gonna be like, wow, they live like that. They lived inside of a machine like that. I could never. The same way that we think about the people of the past. We can't believe that they lived like that, but they did. And it's going to be the same for us. Unfortunately, you and I, we were not born into an era where peace is easy to obtain, where comfort is easy to obtain, where stress is easy to avoid. We're inside of a machine. And to me, it feels like I'm fighting an invisible enemy. It's like I'm in a video game and I'm fighting a boss battle, but the boss is invisible. That's what this machine is. That's the best way I can explain what this machine is. It's something that has developed over the course of hundreds upon hundreds of years. Thousands, actually. Well, no, let me scratch that, actually. The beginning of human civilization. That's the first time this machine started development. First time. And we say the system a lot. We say the matrix, the system. And sometimes I'm just like, what the hell is that? What even is the matrix? What is the system? That's what it is, guys. It's a machine that spawned in the beginning of human civilization. And it's like an invisible boss to me. The way this world is structured, the way it just screws us over, the way it's just so unfair. We already know that. But we're stuck inside of the machine. And we can't do anything against it. We can't do a thing against it, guys. And let me talk about my YouTube channel real quick. My YouTube channel was supposed to be my rebellion against the machine. I was like, okay, if this machine is going to, exploit us, going to make life ridiculously hard, how about this? How about I make easy videos that I put zero effort into, where I just record and talk into a camera and start talking and make money from it. And then I thought, at the moment when I came up with this plan, I thought that I got the last laugh. I thought I was the winner. I was like, yeah, the trick is on you now. The joke is on you. But that's not the case, man. The machine is letting me do this. It's all a part of the machine's plan. And in every single way I try to look at this, every single way I try to look at life, I can't do a thing against it. This is a boss battle we can't win, guys. We're in a video game that's unbeatable. Now, let me tell you guys a random story. Story? Well, something that's been happening recently with my personal life. So, I'm trying to get my own place to live now. I feel like I'm ready financially. And this is going to be quite random, but hear me out. I have the money and the funds to move out. I'm trying to move out into my own apartment or studio, whatever. Typically, they say you need to have 3 times the rent so we can rent this out to you, right? And I'd say over the past month or so, I've been trying to find a place. And I'm a guy that never actually lived on my own. I never did. I always lived with my family, but I'm 24 years old and I just kind of decided, I think I'm done with this. I think I'm trying to get out. And I think I will get out pretty soon, but I kind of asked myself, after applying to so many um, apartments and places, I have to basically beg and chase down these strangers so I can have a place to live. Because if I don't, well, when I didn't at first, I got no response. I applied, I'm like, all right, here you go. Here's all my information. I'm ready to move into this place. But I either got rejected for no real reason. I think it's because of my credit score or something. I mean, I don't have a bad credit score, but I guess, they think I don't have long enough credit history or some shit. I don't know. I actually don't know the reason why. But midway through applying last night to another place, I was like, this is kind of ridiculous, ain't it? Like, why do I need to beg and chase down these strangers to get a place to live? Isn't it kind of absurd how we have to we have to basically hope that strangers give us a chance? Don't you guys find that kind of insane though? And this not only goes for housing, this goes for every facet of life. We have to beg and hope strangers give us a chance. Job applications. You're applying to school. You have to hope that the school, the university, gives you a chance. And I see how absurd it is, right? And I didn't think housing would be this bad. I didn't think trying to get an apartment or a studio would be this bad. And I looked online. I looked up my situation online, and people are like, yeah, I'm having a hard time finding people to call me. I'm having a hard time finding apartments. And, when I look at early human civilization, people just built their own homes. I can't do that. And even if I had the skill to do that, let's just say I have all the equipment, all the material, everything I need to build my own home. And I build my own home, or I'm midway through building my own home. The government is going to come and bulldoze that home. You cannot build that home here. Because why? Because you are dependent on the system. We're going to keep you dependent on the system. Now, this machine, it came up with such incredible ways that it keeps us contained. And that's why the machine gets the last laugh in the end. Because the way that it makes life, it makes it so that most people, like, let's be real, the amount of people that can actually genuinely live off the grid, very minimal. Even people that are like, oh, I have an RV in the middle of the woods, you're still reliant on the system. My bad, I had to cut out the video for a second because someone was playing music. Anyways, what was I saying? As long as you have to use money and just, use money, buy stuff, then you are dependent on this system. You are. And when I was applying to apartments, I was just like, not only is it absurd how I have to hope that these random landlords give me a chance, and even if I do get the place, though, think about it, even if I do get the place, I don't view it as independence. I don't. Because I'm paying someone else. And even if I bought my own house, again, I don't view it as independence. I don't. I didn't build that house. The machine did. Even when it comes to food, I don't, the food that we buy it from grocery stores. It's all a part of the machine. We're slaves to a machine, to corporations, but, primarily the machine. That's what it is. It's a machine. And this is what existence is, guys. When people say we're all slaves, they typically refer to jobs. They typically refer to, I'm a wage slave. No, that's not what it is. You're a slave, but it's not a slave to a job. You're a slave to a machine. In every facet of life, this machine controls everything. Housing, food, shelter, everything, water. The fact that I can even record this video and share it to a bunch of strangers across the world that I'm never going to meet. The machine allows for all of this. And I'm not sure how to feel about that, because this machine, it's quite obviously disgusting. But yet it controls us. It gives us comfort. It does. All the entertainment we get, all the hobbies we have, the machine gave us that too. And I'm well aware of that. But the thing is, my main point with all of this, where I'm going with this, is that I don't know if this life is really worth it if you're going to be stuck inside of a machine. It's not about whether the machine is good or bad, because think about it. People tell me, what would you do if the system was actually good? I don't care. I don't want to live inside of a machine. Animals do not live inside of a machine. Well, maybe a natural machine, but not an artificial one like us. So I don't care if the system is good. I don't care if jobs are easy to get. I don't care. This entire existence is simply not for me, and that's simply because I was not meant to be stuck inside of a machine. I probably said that word a million times by now. I don't know if anyone really relates to this, because most people just cannot zoom out this far. And, they complain about the system, but the thing is, they want change. I don't really care about change. I mean, obviously change would be good, but I don't really care about this entire life, because this entire life is dictated by a machine. Like, does anyone else just find that absolutely depressing? Why can't I be a bald eagle and fly through the sky? Why can't I, be a falcon and just, like, there's probably one of them up there in the sky right now, just flying around, doing whatever it wants to do. It just feels like this entire world has been so methodically planned to, I'm not going to say to make us suffer, although that is one aspect, but it's just one invisible script, right? And I just can't do this. I'm not depressed. The thing is, I'm not depressed one bit, guys. I'm not. And I'll say this, though. I was depressed at one point. But depression, I said this in my live stream yesterday, but depression, eventually for some people it turns into clarity. I'd say for most of my fans, right? Clarity and awareness. When I think about the depression I had before, pre-awakening, it was mainly circumstantial. But when I saw the machine for what it is, I was like, all right, depression is not the word to use, because something, that feels like it's a bit too simplistic, just saying like depression, you know what I mean? It's clarity, man. The thing is, again, I don't make these videos crying and whining and complaining. Have you guys ever seen me cry? No, you have not. Have you ever seen me like, life sucks? No. No, what's the point? I don't even think that's really even possible when you get to this level of clarity. I feel like tears mainly come from, being stuck inside of the game. Like, if you're crying about life, I don't know 100%, but I'm willing to bet that you're probably just stuck inside of the game. Because when you're too aware, what's the point of really crying? This is all by design. It's absurd, but the absurdity should not make you cry, because you just see life for what it is. I feel like when you cry, it's because you want things to get better. You want things to improve for yourself. You don't like the way things are going. But again, this is not circumstantial. Whether things get better or not, and whether I get that apartment or not, which I probably will eventually, because I do have the funds to do so. Surely some landlord is going to be like, please give me money. And I'm like, fine. So I'm probably going to get one, but that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And I'm a guy that's very minimalistic. I don't care about materialistic things. Materialism as a whole does not interest me. All I need in this life is my own place, my own independence. And even if I get that, it doesn't matter, because I don't care about circumstances. I don't care. Like, I mean, obviously I care to an extent, don't get me wrong. But it's not going to change anything. It's not going to change anything. The people that ask me, would you make these videos if you were a billionaire? They still operate within the machine. They do, within the game. I don't care if I'm a billionaire, because I don't care about this entire experience. This is an involuntary existence, guys. It's involuntary. It's like, imagine me forcing you to play a video game, and you're like, wait, why should I play this video game? But then you get addicted to that, and then you're gonna be like, wait, this is actually good. And then you keep grinding for like more and more materials. You try to get higher and higher levels, but you've been psyoped because you forgot it's a game, or you just don't even know it's a game. But me, I know it's a game, bro. I know it's a game. It's a game. Like, that's all it is. It doesn't matter to me. Nothing about this experience matters to me, bro. Nothing, bro. I don't know, man. But when it comes to the absurdity, this is going to be my last point because I do have to go. But when it comes to the absurdity, the only thing you could do at this point is not let the absurdity control your emotions. Because there are people that, when they see the absurdity for what it is, they get depressed. They do. And my subscribers were asking me about this in my last live stream. They're like, what do you do about the absurdity? Once you've seen it, don't you get depressed? Yes, you do get depressed. But it's this transition phase. It's not permanent. Unless you make it permanent, it's not permanent, guys. It's a transition phase. You see it for what it is, and yes, it is depressing, but eventually you can just make it you can have it not control your emotions. You can. Because why get riled up over a ridiculous game that doesn't even matter? I said in my community post a while ago, what the heck? I meant a few days ago. I said mortality is a gift. And what I meant by that is this game, this machine, while we're alive, it can annihilate us, it can control us and do anything it wants, but the one thing we have over this machine is mortality. That's the one thing that the machine despises. If it could keep us alive infinitely and have us be immortal, it would. Heck, I wouldn't be surprised if they're in a lab right now, trying to come up with some potions, some magic potions to make us immortal. No, I'm just kidding. We got to keep these people slaving forever, but be grateful that you have mortality. Take a minute right now and just say, I'm grateful that I'm immortal. Wait, did I say that correctly? I'm immortal, not immortal. Life is a joke. But it doesn't matter if life is a joke. The world is terrible. But it doesn't matter if this world is terrible. I don't care about any conflict that happens in this machine. People in my last live stream were asking me about, what do you think about gender wars? What do you think about politics? What do you think about the world? What would you do with the world if the world, how would you make the world better? I don't care about any of that. I do not. Because I don't care about this game. It's like, the thing is, I feel like this is just something that human beings simply cannot understand for some reason. Unfortunately, even some of my own subscribers, because they were the ones asking that. I don't care about this machine. I'm not here to give you guys answers on how the world should run, because I don't care about this world. I've said this numerous times over and over again. I'm here because I'm here. I have no attachment to this place, no interest in this place, no connection to this place, nothing. I'm just here. That's it. Nothing here matters to me. Nothing. I don't care about what happens to this world. I don't care if zombies come out of nowhere and start attacking us. I don't care. I do not care. I'll say that over and over again because people just seem to not understand. This is a game that I never chose, guys. Hence why I said mortality is a gift. Because the game is going to end. It's going to say mission over on my screen at one point. It will. It will for you too. So why do you care about this nonsense? Why? Why involve yourself in ridiculous things like politics when this is a world that you're only going to inhabit temporarily? I mean, I'm just confused as to why people care so much about this world. Because I don't care at one bit. I mean, I guess they're brainwashed by this machine, but I don't know, man. I have a future vision right now in my head of me taking my last breath. Not saying it's going to be anytime soon, or I don't know when it's going to be. But I can already see that day coming. I can already see it. It's going to come. It literally will happen, guys. It's inevitable. Therefore, why would I spend my time caring about made up things by this game? Why? I refuse. This is all a trap by this machine. It's all a trap, guys. Stop talking about all of this nonsense. It's called noise. That's what it's called. That's the best way to explain it. It's noise. And I choose to not participate in the noise. I don't care about what happens to this world at all. That's all I gotta say. We're trapped here. But one day we're gonna be free.